Bonjour. 안녕. konbanwa. Hola. Hello. My name is Melanie, and I am a non-traditional age senior at Mount Holyoke. I am a double major, English and Spanish, and I am a native Spanish speaker. In fact, I can still remember coming to the United States from Puerto Rico without knowing a lick of English. I was starting at the 7th grade and was scared, not just of a new language, but also a brand new culture. My first class in an English-speaking school was, ironically, Spanish. I assumed they thought I was gonna need a familiar language to help ground me in a sea of complete unfamiliarity. I, however, was young and rebellious. Although some might say that I still rebel even though I'm not so young. I refused to conjugate elements of Spanish that weren't of my Spanish. And honestly, I was constantly arguing with my teachers. I decided that Spanish was not for me. In high school, I took French. I found it easy to grasp, and a lot of the words were, and a lot of the grammar was very similar to Spanish, so it was really easy for me. But I wanted a challenge. Honestly, I felt that if I couldn't learn new things, I felt like I couldn't learn new things if I didn't start from zero. So I looked to learn a new complete language. I started learning Japanese. And at first I loved it. But learning kanji is harder than expected. And since I was studying at a local community group, I wasn't advancing as much as I wanted. One day I was looking through Netflix and I just wanted to see something new. And I came across a Korean show, and after an hour of watching it, I was absolutely determined to be fluent in Korean. I started teaching myself through internet courses, and then I was accepted to Mount Holyoke, and I found out that they taught Korean. So that was my goal, absolutely. I knew that I was going to be an English major, mostly because I loved languages and I wanted to be in publishing. But I did took Korean my first semester there. And then my second year in Mount Holyoke, I decided on a lark, because I needed another course, to take a Spanish course. It was called Bad Lovers, and it was taught by UMass's own Professor Albert Uret. We were studying medieval literature from Spain with a focus on the traditions of courtly love. Reading old Spanish felt like unraveling new mysteries about my language, and I loved it. Until that moment, I hadn't considered majoring in anything but English. But after taking Professor Uret's class, I became reacquainted with my native tongue. I realized that I didn't need to start from zero to learn new things about language. I decided to add Spanish to my majors and change my focus to translation. Why translation, you ask? Well, I thought you asked it, but. Well, in many ways, I felt that what I was doing in that class, at least in terms of language, was a type of translation. Translation to me is when you look at a language and build a bridge or a comparison to another. And you find new things about both languages, not just the things that they have in common, but also the things that have apart. In Professor Uret's class, I looked at Spanish in comparison to itself, from old to modern. So currently, I am thinking that I am going to be specializing in translation, and I want to do grad school abroad, because even though I have taught myself all these languages and I absolutely love languages, I have never been abroad, mostly because I do have a little girl. And I just wanted to say that my little girl, she is autistic and nonverbal, and through her, I feel like I have learned a sixth language, a language that does not have words. And so when we talk about bridging, making bridges, I feel like this is the most important thing. That language, even without words, can create some beautiful connections. Thank you.